Good morning, bitches.
Nickelodeon. We're back.
Coming at you with all force.
You know what time it is. Monday morning. Reach on. Joe, I got a question for you.
Okay.
So, which one's hydrated?
I don't know. I don't drink water.
This is Joe's.
What is that?
It's drinkable sour candy.
Why does it come in a piss tube?
So, which one would you like to drink? I'm drinking it. I'm going to drink it with you. Do you want to have what you look like on a Friday night? Or would you wake up in a Monday morning?
I'll take the Monday morning hangover.
The Monday morning hangover.
Oh, boy.
We're doing this, guys.
What even is this?
It's
Shock green apple formula sour liquid candy. Can you handle it? You know what? This thing just called me a bitch without saying the word bitch.
I have so much sour clusters on my fingers right now. Fucking
$4. Jesus. All right. Yeah, I broke the seal. Oh.
My seal. It looks like my seal degraded. Look at that. It looked like it degraded.
It bubbled. Why did it bubble?
Well, you know what they say in Spain.
Yep. In the Darien Lake test tube.
Ah!
Oh, the seal. Forgot about the seal.
No. That smells weird.
It does.
It's. What's it supposed to be? Orange?
Got it.
I think.
Got it open.
I think.
Sorry about that. Took a while.
I think this is legit urine. There's a lot of citric acid. Yellow 5. That's urine.
So
Bottoms up.
Cheers, bro.
I want my money back. There, that wasn't even sour. Huh? You're good. My hands are sticky. This is what Nick looks like on a hot Tuesday night.
It coated my lips.
You were swirling it in your mouth. Your mic's gonna pick that up.
I wanted to feel the sound. It wouldn't be the worst thing these mics picked up.
Oh yeah, Mr. Forget to remove your. I didn't even edit that out. I'm like,
my
nope.
stomach growling. Shit was loud.
Real quick, speaking about Joe, this motherfucker.
What reminds me of?
What?
The Freezy Pops.
Yeah.
Walmart.
But it's so thick.
You should be used to that.
Nice.
Was it good for you like it was for me? No, I
battery acid courtesy.
I had the battery acid. You had a miserable Monday night. This motherfucker. We're moving stuff out of our old apartment. We're cleaning. He's saying he can fart anywhere he wants. He goes, and this is the first time I've ever heard this man fart, because he doesn't ever fart around me. Nor do I really care if he did. But like, he goes into the main living room. I'm like in the bathroom. No, I was in the room. I just finished vacuuming, and I think you were trying to time it where no one could hear you. But right when I cut it, it sounded like a fucking foghorn. And I stopped for a second. I was like, what was that? I heard, it's Joe. And then Joe's like, hey, it's no longer your guys' place.
I try to be courteous. I don't like to shit in their apartment unless I have to.
I got IBS. I don't fucking care. I'm shitting where I got it shit.
I'm very courteous. As disgusting as the things that we say on this channel, I'm a very courteous person. I don't like to fart. I bathe regularly.
Or like to remove the microphone before he goes and pisses.
I just forget that.
I don't. I'm editing and I'm like, wait, he got up. He's in the bathroom. You should have seen. I wish I was
glad I don't talk to myself in there.
No, yeah, he's talking to your dick. Oh, God. I like how you're unloading for me.
I tried to be courteous, but the day they were moving, I had a gas attack.
Oh my God! Then you open the blinds. Opens his shirt up. He's rubbing his belly, and he's like, "I want to dump the coffee all over." And then there's a lady who turned down this long walkway. It's like a narrow walkway, She turns, sees this man, just like, moaning and everything, and she just quickly 180 turns the other route.
I'm trying to make a buck out here. Struggling.
You were making no shot. We fed your ass. Jesus.
I can't move like I used to, but I'm trying, Nick.
You were even laying on the floor, like putting your leg up, like you're posing. I was like, oh my god.
Stone cold.
And my phone, every time you did it, my phone was always in the other room.
Stone cold sober, by the way.
Yeah, it was. It was the first time you didn't drink anything for the whole day. I think your body was like, what's going on?
It's time to go to work. That's what it is.
Fuck, he has to work another 24 hours.
Time to take his shirt off. It's time to go.
Oh, straight up. But I want to let you guys know it's official. We are officially moved in, finally got Wi-Fi internet. So planning on doing more videos and more content. So don't worry. However, I'm going to say this since it's coming out Monday. There is no ending to Can I Power Battle. I just wanted to put it out there. For some weird reason, there is a bug where you can't kill Darth Maul.
And we tried for hours.
I still have that recording, and that recording alone of us just trying to kill Darth Maul. I don't want to put up there because we were getting pissed, and the video actually doesn't become funny. Actually, it's like, oh my god, these guys are legit miserable.
We spammed our special moves.
I messed up my controller since then.
Oh shit!
The one Alexis got me, the Pro one. The buttons, the square and X, they wiggle.
What? Nice controller.
So no, I took like an air thing to it and sprang it. Anyways, so you're not gonna see Star Wars Jedi Power Battles anymore. We're going straight to Police Simulator because we had some fun playing that. And by the way, I'm gonna apologize up front, me personally.
You should.
I'm going.
I
am going to be completely unhinged. However, it's gonna be good content.
I saw this man.
He's never seen me at this point where I was like, yeah, oh, the pen is mine.
He had conniptions.
I was
Borderline heart attack. Tweaking. That's a good word to put it. Tweaking without the drugs. And he fucking every time we saw the slightest traffic violation, he flipped his shit, and I've never seen that side of him before.
You will see the video of him going, I've never seen it like this before. I was like, oh, it's expired. It's expired.
His registration, piece of shit.
But I'm gonna. I'm
just stand by for that game, guys. I've never seen that out of him before.
So I'm gonna put this out there real quick. If you guys like that type of content when you first see it, I think we're probably gonna have about like 4 or 5 episodes out of it, possibly. If you like that, we will do more. There's even one that's called Contraband Police. It's on PC. We both played it.
Oh no.
We both said some questionable things. I will not repeat.
We did.
That even made us question ourselves. If
we were worried about getting canceled before, we would release that and guarantee getting canceled.
I didn't even record it.
I know.
That's the funny part.
Thank God.
Oh my God.
Thank God.
So, yeah, just keep everyone updated. There'll be no more Star Wars Jedi Power Battle videos. I am, however, working on some VR stuff I want to get going for us to play around, have fun, take turns playing it and recording it. I don't know how it'll be. I never really recorded it before on this program, so that's something to experiment with. Don't worry, it won't be coming out anytime soon. That's stuff to work on. We have a lot of games. I have about like 5 games lined up that we'll be playing. Yeah, I think you have a few games to line up too.
I do.
We are planning on returning to Super Nintendo. I'm going to say this as polite as I can. Please stop asking. We didn't ditch. We didn't ditch Super Nintendo. Holy shit. I have never received that many messages before on Instagram. And it was only 4 people. And it was like 20 messages between the 4. Where's Nintendo? We like watching Super Nintendo. It's going to happen. I promise you. I can't guarantee we're going to stick with one console. We're going to bounce around everywhere.
We are.
They're even making Gears of War for PlayStation. That's a game I want to actually play because I played all of them and oh my god. I don't know if you played Gears of War.
Is it a military first-person shooter?
Yeah, you can say that.
Yeah.
No, it's not first person. It's third person.
Oh, I say that wouldn't surprise me out of you.
Why is that, Joe?
I don't know. Every time I come here, if it's not Call of Duty, it's Tarkov. If it's not Tarkov, it's fucking Halo or some shit. Some kind of shooter.
I love shooter games, man. I like shooter games. I like survival. I got a lot of survival games. Tarkov is one of those games I play a lot of because it's one of those games that feels like there's no end.
And I'm not saying they're bad games, but I can always depend on Nick to be playing a first or third person shooter at any point.
If someone ever want us to play a shooter game, I got you. Which someone actually did. Time Splitters Future Perfect.
But if someone suggests Tony Hawk or Guitar Hero,
I can do Guitar Hero. Tony Hawk seems embarrassing for me. I promise you that. Nick, it's just 50,000. I keep getting 15. I struggle. Listen, I'm going to say this. I played because we didn't have Wi-Fi, so I was actually playing offline. I was actually playing Tony Hawk, and for the life of me, I was struggling.
You can pick it up. All right.
I know. I commit to it. Don't. Too legit to quit. No, but too legit. Where a kid can be a kid.
Oh, here we go. Here we fucking go. We're going back to Chuck E. Cheese.
Fuck yeah. Don't fuck with Chuck.
Everybody fucked with Chuck. That suit smelled like fuck. All right.
The suit did smell like fuck. It smelled like an abandoned porn studio.
Any female that wore that suit.
You can ignore that?
I was going with it. I heard you. I was going with it.
Okay.
Any female who's not wearing an IUD that puts that suit on is going to have a baby. Guaranteed.
Probably.
And no,
you might think it's the itch. You might think it's the itch from the jerk. I promise you, it's not.
The forbidden itch.
I like for those who are fans from the beginning. That we played the Batman animated series, and we played against Poison Ivy. I legit named it the Forbidden.
And then ever since then, we just make it a joke.
And the very second that uploaded, immediately someone was like, "I'll report you." I'm like, "Oh, shut the fuck up."
Report it. Fine. I don't care.
It's Poison Ivy. You're gonna itch everywhere.
If you're gonna report that title, wait till you see what I'm wearing in that episode.
I'm so shocked. I'll probably jinx myself now. I'm shocked we haven't gotten any reports about you. Just swapping into a Hooters top. Spoiler alert. You're going to see him. Yeah. It was last year. It was last year, right?
God, we're getting older.
What? So anyways, what is this morning episode going to be?
So, I feel like we've all gone through this phenomenon.
Real quick, I want to tap in real fast.
Okay.
Someone sent me a message through Snapchat and was like, "Why the fuck does Nick hate the Switch so much?" Unlike
he explained it.
Unlike Joe, you see, I got these big hands. I have big ass meat mittens. I take after my father.
He's a sausage finger having without being a little person. I'm going to say that's what they like to be called.
He's the reason why Jimmy Dean's is in business. When they say it's a manwich, Nick really tests that manwich out.
And I got these tiny hands.
You can wrap around the bottle.
Well, that's the proper way to grip it, I found out. You have to grab it by the neck, or else your heat from your hand will transfer to the cold down here.
No, I do the same thing every night.
So when you get your grip going, you gotta really wrap your fingers there, and you got thumb placement is
ready. Browsers. So, yes, I'm not talking shit about the Switch. I'm just talking shit about the controller. That is all. If someone goes, "How come you never played N64?" Once again, I grew up poor. Not poor, but I grew up to the point I couldn't just go and grab a console. I saw my uncle play Resident Evil 2 on it. And there was another racing game he was playing. I forgot what it was called. By memory, he was just racing around in it. That's all I saw on the N64.
The fact Nintendo has Resident Evil 2 on 64 is amazing. because they're more child friendly.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, you got a Resident Evil 2.
It's like, what? And that's when it was rated R.
Yeah, it's rated M. It says it on the cartridge.
Yeah, I would say that's when they started doing rated R, but then rated R became movies, and then rated M came.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That nerd situation right there. No, but so yeah, what's the topic going to be about?
So I feel like everyone's gone through this phenomenon because we're kids and we don't know any better, and we're just trying to have fun playing games before we hit the age where we took it too seriously and try to beat everything. I want to talk about games that we played as kids but couldn't beat for the life of us, and then we only beat it when we became adults.
Would you like me to say the first game?
Go ahead.
The first game was Resident Evil 1.
Resident Evil 1.
The director's cut edition.
Mm.
Well, you know, when they threw in Crimson Heads and I was young, so I didn't understand what was happening. And then when I became an adult, I was like, oh, you're supposed to light that motherfucker on fire right there. You can skip that whole confrontation where you fight him.
Probably went through so many deaths.
I went through so many deaths to the point I still actually have that same disc from that time when I bought it.
Mm-hmm.
I bought it at a garage sale because my parents wouldn't allow me to buy rated M games because I was still young. I used to go to garage sales. People were selling them for like $5. I'm like, here
you go.
I got a free game. Originally $30. I paid $5 for it. Dude, honestly though, like if you guys ever trying to get like hands-on games, go to garage sale. You can get some good shit.
A lot of times people don't even know what they have for the price that they sell.
My buddy picked up a Nintendo Switch, still in the box.
Probably cheap as hell.
$50.
Shit. Jesus Christ.
And then I'm like, you paid $50 for a Switch? He goes, yeah, I got a Switch.
There was actually this one's garage sale related, but not even game related. The coolest thing I've ever seen. Someone actually managed to buy one of the original copies of the Declaration of Independence from a garage sale.
Oh my
guy didn't even know he had it. He just thought it was one of the photocopies or whatever that they made.
Because
turns out to be a legit one that was written up.
Wasn't it in like a cabinet or something like that? It was like a chestnut cabinet, something.
Something like that. But
I remember hearing about it.
And he bought it for like super cheap, less than $100, I think.
Yeah, but did he donate it though? He donated the Declaration.
Oh yeah, he did. He did. He did the right thing.
My greedy. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, I would have.
I shouldn't even say sorry.
I would have Nicolas Cage that shit. I'm gonna steal the Declaration of Independence.
That was a good movie though. I liked it.
It was.
Sean.
Imagine getting the document that our country was founded on for less than $100.
Jesus.
Hey, soil
in it.
Hey, Library of Congress, how bad you want this back?
Oh my God. They would probably pay a tooth and nail for that.
They would.
Then you're arrested. But going back to the gaming, Resident Evil 1 was the first game I struggled unbelievably. I want to say Croc, the Legend of Gabos, for those who know that game and you guys are legends. Mm-hmm. That game is a weird platformer that is on PlayStation 1. It is on PS5 right now. I wouldn't recommend it for the price because they were asking way too much money for just Croc, Legend of Gabos 1. There's 2 games. If they added the second game, I could see it because it's $20 per game. But they could have easily added it to the classic section. Me personally, I feel like they're being cheapskates. I'm like, nah, we're just gonna,
You're gonna buy it.
I'm not buying it.
Oh, you're not?
I'm not buying it.
I was gonna say.
Let's
be real here.
And there's already a bunch of reports, and I watched videos people playing it, and it lags so bad. There's no reason for it to lag. It's not an online game. It's legit. You play a little Croc. You have to go save these little Gabos creatures, so like little fur balls, and then you have to collect certain gemstones throughout the map, and then you can press on the levels. However, they do pull a stunt from N64's. I do know the N64 Mario, where in order to get to certain levels, you need certain stars. In this game, how they do the stars is the Gabos and how much gems you collect for each level. So you kind of have to collect them. However, you get hit, goodbye. They're gone. You ain't fast enough to get them all. I don't care how cool you think you are. You ain't getting them. But that was one of the games that I struggled, and it was like the last three levels I never could beat them. And then I turned. I think it was before I went away to college in Michigan. I decided just to boot up my old PlayStation because I still have my parents' house. I even still have the memory sticks. I booted up that old file, and I was able to beat it. And I was like, holy shit. And then I realized how easy it was, but since you're such a young kid, your brain doesn't really process the movements or the strategy because you're so used to just running in and fighting. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Same with Twisted Metal. I never beat Twisted Metal.
Twisted Metal. Jeez.
That's a game that we will be
That's on the
playing.
docket.
I have heard you. I even bought it on the PS5.
Ooh, we get to play it on the HD. Okay.
1, 2, and 3. I'm not a fan of 4. Hate me. I'm sorry. I don't like 4. 4 was made by different directors, and they steered completely away.
We'll replace 4 with WWE's Crush Hour. Same shit.
I'm game with that. There's even Crash Bandicoot Nitro Racing.
Oh, there's so many
I got
options.
that on Xbox.
Don't think we're ever gonna run out of ideas. We're not.
Named off like 6 right there. However, I know. Well, Twisted Metal goes by levels. You get the storyline. We're not going to beat the game with every character.
No.
We're just going to choose one of our favorites and just play along with it.
And Crush Hour runs the same way.
Yeah, we're just going to Undertaker. That's why we're going to
Undertaker. Okay.
Undertaker was my favorite wrestler.
Fair enough.
Him and Bret Hart and Sting. I love Sting. Sting was my favorite. I met Sting one time when I was a kid, and I remember just like crying because I loved him. He gave me a hug. He just gave me a hug and patted my back. I was like,
that's so cool.
No. Well, I talk about my games. What games did you get stuck on?
So we're getting back to Grand Theft Auto Vice City for the 3rd video in a row.
Deep down, I can't wait for your wardrobe to change to where when it's nicer out and you no longer wear the hoodies, you just start showing up in the button down.
Oh, the Tommy Vercetti shirt?
Parted down, wearing a wife beater underneath.
That could be next week if we want.
And then you go wear it. Just make sure your chain's showing.
We're not even going to play Grand Theft Auto. I just show up in that.
I'll have
for no reason
in the background of like palm trees.
Okay, stand by. Stand the fuck by.
I will find some way. Mark my words. I'll find some way to get a front car and get a background where it's like the palm tree, and we're like in the car sitting. Yo, that'd be cool.
That's a good thumbnail.
That'd be so fucking cool.
Have just put our faces over
as I'm driving.
Those sexy girls that you see loading up in Grand Theft Auto, put like your face.
You're giving me ideas.
Full beard.
You're just like, what's up, babe? Continue with the story.
So, about halfway through the game, you start to build your empire because you killed Ricardo Diaz and steal his mansion and everything. I always got stuck trying to get his mansion. The mission's called Rub Out. I would get through his goons and
Rub Out?
Rub Out, yep.
Gotta rub it out, brother.
They knew what they were doing with the title.
No shit. Come on.
So
you were born yesterday, man.
Right when you go up the stairs after the cutscene happens, when he yells at you, you got to run up to his office and just blast him. But he has a machine gun, and he gets me every time.
Is this towards the end of the game?
Halfway.
Oh.
Because from there, once you get the mansion, you got to
very close.
Buy more property, build your empire, and then Sonny Forelli at the end tries to take it all back from you because you owe him money.
It sounds like so much like Scarface.
Kind of. It's based off of Scarface.
Okay.
The whole mansion, if you look around the Grand Theft Auto one and the Scarface one,
white pillars,
it's the same shit.
The tiger shit.
Yeah, the only thing is Tony Montana had a fountain where Tommy had stairs because 2002. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
But everything's all the same. Vice City is literally if you take Scarface and Miami Vice and they had a baby video game. And that's why it's like it's my favorite game of all time. Except the definitive edition. That can fuck off.
You fell for it on PS5, didn't you?
I fucking bought it. It's the definitive edition. Gotta do it, man. You're a hardcore fan. But it was
okay. Where's my fucking definitive Pokemon?
They know you want it.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Easily make $100 right there.
Easily.
$100. You get all first gen versions of Pokemon. That's legit all the way up to Crystal.
Just thinking about that.
That's just up to Crystal alone. You can even go further. Hey, let's make it $120 and you get all the way from first gen to second gen or to third gen, where you go from Pokemon Original Red all the way to Emerald. My personal favorite.
You know what?
Right there, $120.
I think you did it.
There you go.
You found a game that we've been waiting for a remake for, that we waited for longer than Grand Theft Auto 6. We did it.
We're already getting Elder Scrolls 6 before GTA 6.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, that's already in the works. I think that's coming out this year, towards the end of this year.
I mean, I'm not trying to like.
And we're also getting Gears of War on PlayStation, which was an Xbox fucking exclusive before GTA 6. We can keep going because I got plenty more.
We can tell our whole fucking life story.
They're even planning on making the original PlayStation Spider-Man games backwards playable and the classics before GTA 6. All of them. Remember the ones we wanted to play before the movie one, the Spider-Man movie?
Yeah.
That's possibly coming to the PS5 classics.
I hope so, and I hope they had the Craven levels in there.
And also, I got super excited, a huge erected at work because I found out that possibly
You said you were on direction real fast there.
I did.
Fuck off with the directions.
I found out that Need for Speed Most Wanted, the Black Edition, Black Series, and Need for Speed Carbon Series.
Fuck yeah.
They're possibly coming back. Those are my two favorite fucking Need for Speed games. I could do a whole episode.
All I know is when Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out, I better smell the strip club when I walk in there.
It's just.
I better fucking smell it.
It smells like BO and Plan B.
As long as I can. You had 12 goddamn years so far.
Oh my god.
It's going to be 13 next year.
It comes with a VR hookup and it has like, so you put your dick in it. Like, oh, honey, what are you playing? Leave me alone.
30 seconds.
Battery dies and you're stuck in it. You're trying to reach for the C cord. Fucking goddamn. This is what you get on a hinge on a Monday morning.
Yep.
Are there any other games you got stuck on? Take the hilt. I have enough.
Believe it or not, Atari 2600 Space Invaders.
Oh, okay.
I could beat like the first 30 ships, but then when they get faster and faster and there's only that one motherfucker that goes across the screen back and forth, I can't keep up with that.
Yeah.
I struggle as an adult, but at least I beat it as an adult. Do I feel better about myself that it took me 25 fucking years? No.
Do you feel more accomplished with your life?
No. And that's the other problem. You're so into a game and you go, yeah, finally I beat it. Nobody cares but you.
Everyone's like,
you're going to put that on a resume? Are you going to tell your future boss that in an interview?
Hey,
I beat
real
fucking
quick,
Space Invaders.
real quick, I actually have something. I have something to bring to the table for that. When I worked for the game stores, a guy asked me, like, what was the hardest games you ever beaten? I told him, and he was like, damn. I think I got hired because badass. Yeah, baby. I had a situation like that. I worked for a game store. We can do a whole series on that too.
Okay.
I got plenty.
I never worked for a game store, so I can't say that I put on my resume, hey man, see,
It wasn't even on my resume. He was just asking me, like, what's the hardest game you ever beaten? I'm like, oh, this one. Oh, shit.
I beat Tony Hawk's Pro Skater with every skater in there.
I beat Halo. I beat Halo 1 to 3 on Legendary.
Oh man.
And I will never do that again.
I bet you won't.
You cannot pay me. Maybe. But you can't. I'm not that big of a. But you can't.
I am. You can pay me to do a lot of things.
He's sitting next to me. I'm scared. No, but
I do this for free.
Imagine what I can do when I'm. But the Halo series 1 to 3, I beat all Legendary, and there's gonna be some guy. Oh, that's easy. I did it with one life. Fuck you. I beat 1 to 3 when I was like 16, 17. This one, my friend Matt was still alive. God rest his soul. Me and him beat 1, and we beat 2 together. And then he passed away. We didn't able to play.
And you were
3.
probably crying tears of joy when you finally beat it for that first.
Oh my god!
You did it, man! Fucking did it. Ow!
Oh, you never played Halo, did you? He just almost gave himself a heart attack.
I punched myself in the heart. Kali Ma.
Kali Ma. Just another handstand.
So glad you got that.
I love Indiana Jones. There's even a brand new Indiana Jones game that came out. It's free on Xbox if you have a Game Pass. About to play that sometime. But what was I gonna say? Oh, the Halos. So like, some guy out there would be like, all right, just Halo, dude. Halo is the most frustrating. Halo 2 specifically is the most frustrating game, and I think I'm not gonna get into a deep tangent with it. But there's these enemies called drones, and when you play on Legendary, they hit like a fucking truck, and the gun they're shooting you with is the weakest fucking blaster in the game. It's like 2 shots, you're dead, and you have to fight like 20 of them. And when they shoot at the fucking warthog, you just blow up, and you're like, okay, fuck me.
When he was a young warthog.
And Halo 2 is Halo 2 is the longest of all the chapters. I think it's a total of 20 levels. 20 levels of fucking hell. Each level is like maybe 30 minutes long.
You're looking like that meme of Frodo when he was crying.
You know the meme one?
It's over. It's finally over.
My favorite is when it showed that face, and it was like, when you wake up from getting your prostate exam, and the guy still hasn't started yet. I was laughing at that one.
You're bringing up good memories.
But Halo, that's a topic for another story.
Not today. Not today.
Halo 3 was my hardest one. That one took me about 4 months to. I struggled harder.
Fuck.
And then I took a huge break from it, and I came back. I think it was like 2 years later. Beat it, no problem. Like I had a whole strategy, and everyone knows the strat. Even some speedrunners do it. If you go on a warthog and you throw a grenade, then you shoot a rocket launcher, you jet right through the level. You legit skip the whole level, and you just go right to the exit.
That could also be a topic for another day. Speedrunners and how we feel about them.
Oh,
another day. Another day.
It depends on the game. Depends on the game. I like, real quick, this will be a tidbit to the next episode. I like seeing speedrunners struggle. I love it because it shows human.
Yes.
They're human. You're not like, I put this game for listen.
I mean, good for you, bud.
I was once a speedrunner.
Good for you. I'm gonna go have friends and a social life and lose my virginity. I don't know. Things you don't do when you're
47. What do you mean?
Chill. I'm not even in my 30s yet. This is my last year.
No, your knees are 50 though.
They are though.
I didn't even do that. No, but
I collect disability on my knees.
Oh my. No, but some people have asked if we're ever do more story topics on game stores I work for, or what you like experienced when you went to game stores. Don't worry, we're gonna be doing little tiny small tidbits.
Don't you worry.
Don't worry, we'll tease you very good. And on that note, guys, hope you guys have a great Monday. Remember, traffic sucks, but you don't. You swallow. Come on, that was so good.
You sounded so sincere. Like I was stopping my laughter. I was listening to you.
You felt touched by my voice.
I did. And then as soon as you said you swallow, I had to think about it. I was like, wait, what? Fucking that motherfucker, he sucked me in with his tone of voice. Good for you.
I sucked him in, and I also swallowed. This ain't the only white thing I'm drinking.
This motherfucker.
You guys know the drill. Fly high.
Be good people.
And remember, don't be a sucker.
Swallow.
So anyways, as we said before, make sure you flush. Make sure you're hygiene. Make sure that if you ever fart in public, make sure you're aiming at a kid's face. Welcome to Chuck E. Cheese's. How the fuck you doing?
God knew what he was doing when he made me, because the world wouldn't be ready if I was able to make regular bowel movements.
He broke a Taco Bell.
I broke... Story. I think I said it in a previous episode, but I deserve a fucking trophy to the Taco Bell that opened up in Amherst a couple years ago. I made sure on opening day I was the first one to use that toilet, and god damn it, I did. No laying down toilet paper. fresh bare ass on that thing.
It still had the seal on it from value. You're just like, oh, I'm gonna put my stains on it.
And because it's Taco Bell, I feel like I earned a trophy.
I want a free family pack. Because I just unloaded my family.
You know those meal boxes they give you for like $8? I need that.
You just unloaded $8 right in there.
Cheesy gordita crunches down the drain.
Oh.